Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Luke and I do perfume reviews on vintage, classic, affordable and designer scents. I'm not an influencer, I don't do shopping videos, I don't tell you to buy a bunch of stuff, I don't promote, I don't do links and sponsorships or anything like that. I don't do declutters, but every now and then I will do a perfume haul, and today is one of those days. So cue in the intro. So today I'll talk about all the fragrances that I've purchased in the last 3 months, starting in June and ending in late August of 2025. I did some damage, let's be honest, but I did actually only buy one expensive one, 3 cheapies and 2 mid-range designer ones. So the first fragrance that I got back in June, and this is a summer perfume, a nice coconut vanilla scent. This is Clinique My Happy Lily of the Beach. I have mentioned this on my channel before, but I haven't hauled it officially and properly. So there you have it. This is a perfume haul and I'm showing everything I bought. I'm always transparent about my purchases. I may not be like the perfume journal Danielle, who really, she does the maths. She knows what she bought. I'm not like that. I'm a bit more reckless. But I do try not to spend too much on fragrance. Well, I still spend much more than a normal person, but it is what it is. And this perfume is a very nice summer perfume. It does remind me of Alien Goddess, I've got to say, but it's not as strong and obnoxious as Alien Goddess. And I got this for a steal on Notino. It was marked as damaged goods. The box was damaged, but the bottle was full. So I got it for around, I think it was maybe 12 or 13 euros, peanuts. I really love these deals Notino does. From time to time, you have to find them. They're not always there, but if I see one, I will pick up the perfume when I see it. The next fragrance that I got is none other than Pure Poison by Dior. I absolutely adore Pure Poison. It's one of my all-time favorites. I used my bottle up about maybe 2 years ago and I've missed it. I really missed this perfume and now it's back in my life and I'm so happy. This is a partial bottle that I got on eBay. It's a bit older, probably about 10 years old, so it's nicely macerated. It projects, it's really strong, it lasts all day on me and I couldn't be happier. The current formula of Pure Poison, on me at least, does not perform. It's just watered down and I don't know, it's not good. It's really not good and I would not pay the kind of money Dior is asking for this fragrance, even though it used to be one of my absolute favorites about 5 years ago. I still love it. I think it still smells absolutely divine. If you can find a bottle with a white cap, a vintage one, preferably not for $300 on eBay. If you can find that, that formula is even better. And do I have to talk about the notes? We all know this fragrance, don't we? This is a white floral, a very nice, bright, crisp, elegant white floral. Very, very sophisticated. It smells expensive. It's got jasmine, bergamot, orange blossom, and a very nice muskiness in the base. It's a very distinct scent. Whenever I smell this, I just know it's Pure Poison. It doesn't really smell like many other fragrances. It's just one of the best white florals on the market, in my opinion. Well, not the current formula, but the scent is absolutely stunning. And this is really, I can wear this year round. It's beautiful in winter, beautiful in the summer. I love this fragrance. I also picked up a body mist from the new Chanson d'Eau line from Coty. This is from Coty, I believe. And the fragrance is called Coconut Fragrance Mist. It's quite strong actually, and I wouldn't say this is your typical coconut scent. I do get some coconut water. It's fresh and watery. It also has some bergamot and some caramelized pear. It does have quite a lot of sweetness to it, and my mum found this a bit overwhelming. But I did really like it in the summer. Do I regret buying this? Maybe, but it was 5 euros, so what's there to lose? I'll probably just finish this and move on. I don't think this is the most expensive smelling fragrance mist. It smells like a fragrance mist, so I wouldn't recommend this, to be honest. And the vanilla one from the same line is also nice, but it smells like a scented candle. I wouldn't buy that either, and I wouldn't wear it. So Coty, do better, please. Do better. Your vintage fragrances from the 90s, the Vanilla Fields one, the Vanilla Musk one, those are absolutely gorgeous. They don't smell like scented candles. But these new releases, I don't know. The next one I bought in June or July, I'm not sure, is Aliage by Estée Lauder. I have reviewed it on my channel. This is a very nice green chypre from the 70s, but it's very wearable. It's wearable and it's modern. It smells like an aftershave. The concept behind this fragrance was very, very groundbreaking. It was meant to be the first sports fragrance for women back in the 70s, but ironically it does smell very masculine, very unisex. By today's standards, this is a unisex fragrance. It's green, it's spicy, it's mossy, just your typical green chypre, but it's not as sophisticated as Chanel No. 19 or anything like that. This is a bit more sporty. It does feel sporty, and to me it just smells like an aftershave, and I do really enjoy wearing this, especially in the morning. Such a nice perfume. Aliage by Estée Lauder. Make sure to watch my full review. Okay, so these four are a bit lighter, a bit more summer appropriate, but now let's move on to the big guns, shall we? So the next one is, well, you can see what it is. It's from Les Exclusifs from Chanel, and I finally decided to get this. Yes, it's Coromandel by Chanel. This is an absolutely exquisite patchouli fragrance. I won't be opening it just yet because I want to use up the sample first, and I have another sample in my drawer, so I want to use up the samples first before I crack into the full bottle. This is a 75 milliliter. I did not get the big one, the 200 ml. No, I got the small one, but still it was quite expensive. It was around 250 euros, but I did pay the price because I know that Chanel keeps raising their prices, and in a couple of months this one will be 270, maybe even 300. In America it's already way more expensive. So this is an exquisite oriental ambery balsamic patchouli fragrance with citruses, white chocolate. It does have that luxurious Chanel DNA. It's supposed to evoke the Coromandel screens in Coco Chanel's apartment in Rue Cambon in Paris. Simply, it's opulence and luxury in a bottle, and I think I deserve this. I really need to treat myself from time to time to remind myself that I can treat myself to something like this every now and then. I'll be reviewing this in great detail on my channel in a couple of weeks' time. I'll do a review and my first impressions as well, so stay tuned for that. The next scent that I picked up is an angel flanker, and in my opinion, this is the best angel flanker that has come out under L'Oréal. I really don't care for the releases from Mugler ever since it has been acquired by L'Oréal, but this one is simply exquisite. I tried it in store and I had to have it. I just had to have it. And this is a pistachio flanker of the original Angel. It's very nutty, and this is not some extremely sweet gourmand pistachio gelato type scent. Definitely not. This is the original Angel DNA, a ton of patchouli, and a hefty dose of mouth-watering, nutty pistachio. Like the original Angel, this is a very, very good performer. It performs like crazy. The sillage, the projection, it fills a room. I made the mistake of wearing this to work the day I got it, and honestly, it got noticed. Probably not in a good way, but I only did 2 sprays from the sample vial. I would not recommend that. I'm not wearing this to work again, but it did get noticed, and it did get noticed from across the car park. I parked my car and the cleaning lady on the other side of the car park commented on my perfume. It was that strong. It was wafting all across the car park, 10 meters or more than 10 meters away. Absolutely insane. I do have to say that around 7 or 8 hours later, it was more or less gone. So this is not the most long-lasting scent in the world, but the projection and the sillage are incredible. So that's Angel Stella, this year's release. And last but not least, we've got Perles de Lalique. I have wanted this one for the longest time. I finally got it for a steal on Notino, damaged goods again. It was only 11 euros, so I snatched it. And I've got to say, this is a very dry fragrance. I expected this to be a bit sweeter. I'm wearing it today and it's your typical early 2000s fruit chewy, even though it doesn't have any fruity notes, but I do get some fruitiness. And I do get a hefty dose of ISO E Super in the base. And in this perfume, it does not bother me. I also get the earthy patchouli. I also get the iris. So this is a very dry, dusty, powdery, floral chypre scent. The main floral is the rose, obviously. Hence, people compare this to Midnight Poison. I do not see the resemblance. And I have a vial of Midnight Poison, as well as not a flanker, a dupe. So I know what Midnight Poison is supposed to smell like. This does not smell like Midnight Poison, and neither does Elle from Yves Saint Laurent, which is another one that people compare to Midnight Poison. And, you know, I just treat this as a separate perfume because it's not a dupe for Midnight Poison and it's not a replacement. So let's not pretend that it is. And I've got to say, it's a lovely scent. But you have to like woody, dry, patchouli scents, dusty, powdery scents, slightly spicy, very unique, perhaps a bit unisex leaning scents. This is definitely unisex, by the way. And it's lovely. So there you have it. These are all the fragrances that I purchased in the last 3 months. I hope you've enjoyed this haul. Please comment, like and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.